What's up, guys? It's Evan, and I'm here alone today. No Ash. She is busy, she is in class. But today I'm going to be talking to you about things I love about Ash. If you stick around to the end, I'm going to be sharing with you one thing that guys love. Whether you're in a relationship or you're pursuing a guy and you'd like to hear this tip about something guys love, stick around to the end and I'll share that with you. So I'm just going to dive into these things that I love about Ash. The first thing is that I love that she loves Jesus. We're both Christians, and so that's the foundation of our relationship. And so I just love her passion for God and her relationship with God. I've just seen her eager to grow and to worship, and that's just such an admirable thing to me. I think about one time a couple years ago, right when she went back to her workplace during the pandemic. She just immediately started telling everybody about Jesus, and she just wasn't ashamed about that. So that's one thing I love about her. The next thing is I love that Ash is silly. She's not afraid to just have fun and act like a kid, and just dance these crazy dances. She just keeps this youthful spirit, and she kind of teaches me to always remember to be a kid and just to have fun sometimes, and it just keeps things lighthearted. So I just really love that about her, that she's not always so serious. She knows how to have fun. So the next thing is I love that Ash is honest. Ash is just very honest. She is willing to share what she's feeling, and she's not afraid to say it. If you mistreat her, or if you say something that hurts her or she disagrees with, she's not afraid to tell you what she's thinking. And I really appreciate that about her, because I'm somebody who is a little bit more reserved. I tend to think about something that bothers me and really process it, and maybe go a roundabout way of trying to address it. With other things, I'm more direct. With other things, I'm a little more indirect. And so she teaches me to be a bit more direct about my feelings about things. And I just really appreciate that about her. And that's something from her as a person, and also her culture. I've heard that people from Western Uganda are generally very honest. And so it's just part of the culture to just be very direct. And so I like that, because you get straight to the issue and you don't dance around it. And so, yeah, I appreciate that she tells me how she's feeling, if I hurt her, or if she thinks I could be doing something better, because that makes me better, because then I know, and knowledge is power. The next thing that I love about Ash is that she's emotional. I love that she's emotional, because I'm also emotional, and that enables me to feel like I can connect with her. I can understand her feelings. I can empathize with her and sympathize with her. Whereas if she wasn't emotional, I feel like that would be kind of a block in our relationship, because it just helps for us to have a little bit of emotional intelligence. I think that just helps us understand each other better and helps us be able to grow better. And so I appreciate that she's emotional, and she's willing to wear her emotions on her sleeve sometimes. And yeah, it just means that she cares. So I love seeing that she cares. And the next thing is that Ash is a saver. She does not like to spend money. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's like 75 cents for a lollipop. She doesn't like to spend, especially outside of her limits or her budget. And so I love that. She's very disciplined about that, and she teaches me to be more disciplined with that. I used to be pretty frugal, and I would save a lot of my money, especially after high school. But since then, I've kind of become more of a spender, and maybe I spend on things I don't really need sometimes. And so Ash has really taught me to just be wiser with my money, and just to plan better, and think about what I really need, and also be thankful for what I do have. So I love that she's content with what she has. She's always grateful about everything she has and everywhere God has brought her to. And tying into that, yeah, she teaches me to be grateful. So I love that character about Ash. The next one is she works very hard, and she's not lazy. She always says I'm lazy for people where I come from, but I always call her the most lazy person I've ever met, because she always says she's lazy, but she'll get up to do whatever she said she was going to do, or if she has some sort of task that she needs to complete, she'll do it. She's willing to do it right away. She doesn't procrastinate, and she just toughens up for whatever she has to do, even if it's not pleasant, and she just gets it done. So I really appreciate that about her, and she works really hard at whatever she does, and especially with school. I see that constantly. She has so many different projects and essays and whatnot, and she just works very hard, and she goes all in trying to do a good job. And so I just love that standard of excellence that she has for herself. And then that rubs off on me. And the next one that kind of ties into that is that Ash is responsible. If she has been assigned something, or she's promised somebody she's going to do something, she makes sure she does it, and she makes sure she stays on schedule for that. And so that's good for me, because I'm often somebody who says yes to a lot of things, and then I get overwhelmed by all the tasks that I have to do. And so she teaches me to be a little bit more organized with all the things that I have to do. And yeah, she just makes me a better person. So the next one is Ash is not afraid to get her hands dirty. It doesn't matter if it's like squashing this huge spider, or picking up a shovel to dig, or stepping in the mud, I don't know, whatever it is. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty, and she doesn't squeal and complain about things like that. And so I appreciate that. She's a tough person. It's just something I like about her. Another thing I love about Ash is that she doesn't like common things. What I mean by that is she's very unique, and she expresses herself in a unique way. So she doesn't like to jump on trends. She doesn't like to wear the same outfits everybody else is wearing. She doesn't like to wear clothes that are branded, like this Nike thing. She likes things with no brand. She doesn't like just normal hair. She likes big, bold hair. And so I love that about her. I love that she is unique, and she's not afraid to express that uniqueness. And so lastly, another thing I love about Ash is that she cares about others. And that's why we started this Nshonga Foundation. It's to help girls with providing them with pads and menstrual support. And this was all Ash's idea. This was from her heart. And so I really love that she thinks about people back home in her village, in her region where she grew up, and she really wants to do something about that, especially even being removed. We're here in Switzerland, but she's constantly thinking about people back home. And so I really love that about her. So guys, if you do want to support this project, you can visit the link in the description, and you can make a donation on GoFundMe, on Cash App, mobile money. And right now we're accepting donations for our next pads project. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in helping others too. So guys, I told you if you stuck around to the end, I would tell you one thing guys love. And so here's the thing. Guys love to be shoulder to shoulder with you. What I mean by that is that generally girls like to be face to face in their relationships with other girls and with their boyfriend. Lots of conversation and spending time directly involved with the other person. But a lot of guys also like to spend shoulder to shoulder time with their friends and with their girlfriend. So what that means is they want to be able to just hang out with you. They want to go hiking with you, or just sit on the couch and watch movies or a sport, or just doing something they love with you there with them. You may not even be talking, but you're just spending time with each other. And that may be weird, and it may feel like you're not really spending time with each other, but for a lot of guys like myself, it's something very meaningful just to be in the same room together, just to be doing something together. It's very valuable. So consider doing something with a guy that you're interested in or your boyfriend, something that they love, just being with them. Just focus on being with them and doing something they love. And that's kind of the key. So something to try out. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video and hearing the things I love about Ash. Tell me what you love about Ash in the comments. There's a lot to love, and I didn't get to the end of the list, but I shared with you a few things that were meaningful to me. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and share this video with a friend. Peace.